Hey guys, good morning. It's Brandon. I promised you a few videos last night. I didn't end up making the rest. But let's watch a little clip here from Brian Mello, and I'll give you the link in the description and the comments. It's one of these guys with a good voice. He's finally reporting that the new 6.6 liter engine's coming, and doesn't explain that it has double direct injectors, but basically explains all the benefits of what double direct injectors do. So listen up here. Let me turn it up.
GM's about to kill off the 6.2 and 5.3 V8, but don't worry, because they're going even bigger. According to a new report from GM Authority, General Motors is deep into development of its next generation Gen 6 small block V8, and it's reportedly coming in two displacements, 5.7 liters and 6.6 liters. These engines are expected to replace GM's entire current Gen 5 gas V8 lineup, including the 5.3-liter V8, the lt7, the lt2, lt4, and even the 6.6-liter lt. The new 5.7-liter V8 will serve as the next mainstream truck engine for vehicles like the Silverado and Sierra, bringing more power and efficiency over the 5.3 that it replaces. It's being engineered with updated combustion tech, revised internals, and improved thermal efficiency to meet modern emissions and fuel economy demands without sacrificing towing capability. But the real exciting news, at least for me, is the all-new 6.6 liter, because unlike today's iron block 6.6 utilized in heavy-duty trucks, this one is expected to be all aluminum and performance-focused. Insiders believe that the engine is being designed specifically with Corvette applications in mind, meaning monster naturally aspirated V8 power is very much still alive and well at GM and will be for a very long time. If these reports are correct, the next generation of GM V8 power is going to be bigger, stronger, and more advanced than anything else we've seen from them yet.
It's a proud day.
Okay, so who was the first guy on YouTube to tell you about the 6.6? I think, guys, if you think back, and Conti can attest to this, I spoke to Conti about it in person when I joined his C8 Z06 waitlist. I said General Motors has a 6.6 liter motor coming that they are testing for the ZR1 and the Zora. They're putting superchargers on it. They're putting turbos on it. They're checking it out. They're also have a 5.5 liter flat plane crank that they have that they're developing, and they're putting turbos on both of them, and it's a shootout. Whichever engine does best is what's going to go into the C8 ZR1 and other potential cars. And at the time, a lot of people doubted me. They said, what are you talking about, a 6.6? I said, it's a new motor, it's new tech. But just be aware that when Justin Source saw the car up on the stage in Las Vegas, they said it had an lt2 with two little helpers. That was going to be the first year or first 2 years of C8 Grand Sport. General Motors scratched that. That surprise wasn't working because I saw through it. I said that's the Grand Sport variant, and then they also have the 1064 SS, and the ZR1 is later. And General Motors knew that the entire vet community would have shifted to start to watch my channel for upcoming news instead of Justin at Horsepower Obsessed, Conti, all these different guys. So ultimately what ended up happening was I think they made an executive decision not to do the LT2 in the Grand Sport for the first year or two, which would have been wise. They'd be selling like hotcakes right now had it came out. And then the updated engine, the 6.6, would have been the surprise. And that's the car that would have then brought everybody back to the Grand Sport again. Everybody would have re-upped who wanted a Grand Sport. They would have said, oh, I need to get the better one. So it would have been very similar to the C6 427 project when they brought out they put the 427 into the Grand Sport steel frame chassis car. Anyhow, just figured I would keep you guys updated there. I'll put the link in the description to the Brian Mello video. This 6.6, it's not a secret. There's an $800 million budget that was spent to refresh the engine technology And so it's going to be interesting to see where they build the motors. Obviously, one of the places is up in Flint, Michigan. The other place is obviously Bowling Green is the other possibility. So there's going to be those two places where they could be building these motors, the 6.6s. I definitely think they're going to be being built in Michigan. It just depends if they're also going to build them in Bowling Green or not. So anyhow, guys, that's all I got for that episode. And I'm here at the Ford store right now getting my fluid flushed on my van. Hopefully my heater core doesn't get clogged up, because that would suck. I waited too long. I'm the Zoolander today. I waited too long to get my heater or my coolant fluid flushed on my van, and it's clogged. It's the heat isn't blowing as hot as it used to, so it's my fault. There's probably some sludge in my heater core, and it's like a 9-hour job to replace the heater core if I have to go down that road. So not looking forward to that if I have to end up doing that. The part is only like $70 for the new heater core, but the job costs like $2,000 at Ford stores, so I'm trying to avoid that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to end up doing it myself probably. I don't want to waste $2,000 just because I was stupid. So anyway, that's all I got. I should have changed that fluid before I went to Asheville area in the van this last week. I had a feeling I needed to get that done, and I didn't do it, and I'm stupid. See ya.